Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for the Sunday Unfiltered podcast. Sunday Unfiltered podcast. We're here every Sunday. We're back to our usual time. You know, I know we've been going live a bit earlier because of the Club World Cup, but we're back on our normal time, 9 p.m. Big up to the community. Big up to everyone who's locked in right now. I need everyone to do me a favor. First favor is make sure you are subscribing to the channel. That'll be amazing. Trying to get to 200k, you know them ones there. And also, please like the video. You know what I mean? That's essential. You do that. It helps the channel massively. And yeah, it just gives us a bit of a boost on the algorithm. You know what I mean? So big up to you. Look, we got man like Shells in the building. Shells, we were just chatting on Friday, man, in the city centre in Manchester. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, nothing's changed. But how are you, bro? How's life?
Bro, I'm good, man. Obviously, I'll come to your ends, you know what I'm saying? Hospitality by Saeed. Hey, he's just as nice as how he's online. He's just as nice in person, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, come on, bro. Come on.
Saeed, it's good to see you. But yeah, bro, we was talking in Manny and we were saying, oh, we're gonna hear some news. We do some content, we hear some. Bro, there was no news. And the news it keeps getting worse. The rival fans, we're gonna talk on it, innit? Rivals are having a field day today. Obviously, the Yokeres and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, man, big up having me. Shout out Flawless. Shout out the chat and make sure you smash the like. Let's get Saeed to 200k.
Yeah, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Big up to my guy, Flawless in the cut. What are you telling me, Flawless?
I'm blessed, fam, man. Big up for having me on. As always, appreciate it. Shout out to Shells each and every time, man. And yeah, this club. I feel like we have the same conversation every week.
In it,
Manchester United. I feel like there's no, the names might change, but like the general tone and like the overall points of the conversation is the exact same. But I'm sure we'll discuss it. And yeah, well, we will discuss it. I'm sure people in the chat may disagree, but yeah, my man's all blessed outside of United. I'm good.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Obviously, the chat talking about Yokeres. Yeah, man. He's about to go to Arsenal, pending an agreement. You know, the ones there. It's a shame it's not Benjamin Tesco. That would have been better. But they got Yokeres. And listen, fair play. Listen, it's one of them where I think he's always wanted to go to Arsenal anyway. Like, he gave his priority. Like, the same way we cook in Tottenham for saying, yo, he's our priority, even though we haven't got the signing yet. You know what I mean? Like with them lot, it's one of them where there's a willingness for it to happen now. And I feel like it is in its final stages. And you know what I mean? We were never there, bro. Like, listen, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if he blocked his number or I don't know if he could get through to him. But, you know, even that wouldn't work. You know what I mean? A little phone call and that. He didn't attempt him. I think he's always wanted Arsenal. And we have to move. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not really too pressed about that one, even though obviously I did say, like, it would be amazing if he rejected Arsenal and then come to Man United. But unfortunately, you know, we've got one signing to make right now, and we're trying to make that one signing happen in a boomo. So, you know, it's one of them. You know what I mean? Good luck. Well, not good luck at Arsenal. Do your thing, and let's see if they finish second again or third again. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, no one's there. Like, let's see if this actually propels them to a title now. You know what I mean? Because they love talking like the missing piece. So let's see if this is phase 6 title winning team. You know what I'm saying, madam? Like, if it is, then let's see it. Let's see.
Your smile says it all about it, even though it is a good signing for them. Your smile says it all about them in the title race. But remember, no matter when they crossing the ball into Yokeres, we will be there. We will be there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But like I said, we've got our own problems to deal with, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Do you know what?
We got our own problems. Like, I'm telling you right now, the ones that were saying, "Oh, we're all right, man," it's still a long time left in this transfer window. Boy, the weeks are going by, man. You know what I mean? The training is tomorrow, man. Them. You know what I'm saying? Training is tomorrow, and only Cunha is gonna be in the door as a new face. It's crazy out here, bro. Like, it's nasty. Yeah, I mean, we've been how long we've been flipping organizing this Mbumo deal, bro? And all of a sudden, it's still not done yet, bro. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing, bro? It's a joke, bro. To be 5 weeks, Yeah, we're approaching 5 weeks here, literally tomorrow, when he actually literally said, "Yo, I want to join your football club," and talks began. 5 weeks, you know. If you average that year over the amount of players that we want, we're not going to get anything. You feel me? We're not going to get anything, bro. So it's like, for me, it's like this one should have been done. Move on to the next one. That's why I'm just like pissed off about it, because it's like it's not about the fact that I don't think Mbumo's not coming. It's the fact that, bro, there's so much shit to be done. Like, there is literally so much to be done. And it's like, bro, if you can't get one signing over the line, because you got to remember, the Cunha one was a release clause. There was not a lot of complications about that one. There wasn't.
No.
Pay the release clause, you get your player. Simple. You know what I mean? But this one here, to be dilly-dallying around for 5 weeks, it's a joke, bro. Let's be honest. Let's call it out, bro. It's a joke. Should have happened by now.
Yep.
Should have.
No, facts. And you know what it is, man? We've been saying this for I don't know how many times we've had this conversation, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bring man thing. We've had this conversation so many times, but at the end of the day, like people, honestly, I always say this. It's crazy to me. We've had our worst ever season, and players are coming back. The same players are coming back. No one's gone. We've got one new player. Like how? Like it sounds crazy to me even saying it back. We're spending 5 weeks on one player. I've just seen Arsenal agree. All of a sudden, Arsenal getting Goalkeeping. That happened in what? Tell me how long that happened. I know it ain't over the line yet, but it's just like United take long with everything, and we're not in a position to take long. We can't. We fully can't. We just had our worst season, finished 15th, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm so confused. People are gonna tell me about money issues and all of that. I don't want to hear it. There's no excuses no more. We knew all of this. We knew all of this going into the transfer market. We lost in the Europa League. We knew we were going to be financially crippled this season. So be it. Figure it out, bro. Figure it out, because I'm seeing other clubs get it done in 1 or 2 days. We're doing up 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Bro, we're
Like, it's serious, bro. It's serious, man. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I think for me, the strategy that they would have had here would have been to look at like multiple signings and look at which ones suit best. I think they've had backup options, backup plans. But brother, I ain't even seen the first plan being done yet, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Like, man, I've not even seen us be serious about the first plan. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, real talk,
I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I hear you.
Like, man, I'm not even serious about the first plan, bro. Forget the second and whatever plan, bro. Sort out the first plan, bro, first of all. Like, get Mbumo off the line. And then, but the thing is with United, yeah, and I still find this very baffling. We can't do multiple deals at once, man. This has hurt us for a long, long time, bro. Multiple deals at once, bro. This should be done, bro. Like, you can't. Are you telling me you can't negotiate 2 or 3 months?
They can't.
Nah, this is crazy,
They
bro.
can't, Saeed.
This is crazy.
They can't. When I say they can't, of course they are capable of. Of course you can negotiate multiple deals, but I'm just saying they can't do it. They are incapable. Like, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. When an institution and an ownership show you what they are, believe them. And this isn't the first bad decision they've made, or the first rocky patch they've had. It's been dreadful. Let's be honest. It's been dreadful from the start. And if the Glazers had done what Ineos had done since they got here, we would have crashed on them. But because it was Ineos and it was new, they got this time and they got this leeway because they're new. Why? They had done nothing here beforehand. Bear in mind, they helped the Glazers stay. And people can talk about Qatar all they want, whether it was a truthful bid, whether they had proof of funds. We all wanted 100% sale. If you want what's best for Manchester United Football Club, no matter what you think of the manager, or no matter what you think of certain players, or whatever the case may be, we all agreed, we are all united on it, no pun intended, that we had to get the Glazers out. And they did a deal to help them stay. So you've helped, the up stay. And I'm supposed to believe you want what's best for the football club. All right. Okay. Yeah. We're seeing it now. Never mind keeping Ten Hag and that whole, I've spoken on it many a times and how that all went. This whole assessment period. And then the piss poor attempt at replacing him, which was dreadful, which we just bypassed. Never mind the Bruno situation.
Oh, the
Bruno stayed or went as well. My major issue with that is the fact that they left the decision up to him.
Yeah,
that could have been taken out of his hands. How about you're the employer? Move so. Yeah. How is the employee telling us whether that don't work nowhere else? You can't walk into your job and tell your employee this, that, and oh yeah, I'm leaving. Nah, I'm staying. Take that decision out of his hands, and for whatever reason, you lot wanted to keep him.
But you know what he said to him, Flawless? So sorry to cut you off, bro. He said,
that's cool.
Club don't need the money, though. That's what he said. He said that the club don't need the money, hence why they don't need to sell me.
Yeah,
that's what the whole remit was.
We could be able to, let's say hypothetically, we don't need the money and we could spend 400 million without selling anyone. Selling him is still the right move. From a footballing perspective, selling him is still the right move. Where does he fit in with what we've got going on? Where is the accountability for the poor performances, not just him, that he's been a part of as a team? Yeah. Why is nobody held up? How is this football club failed so many times and yet nobody is punished? There's no accountability. There's no punishment for failing. Shells does it all the time. We finished 15th, lost the Europa League final to Spurs, and everyone's just comfy.
Yeah,
that you couldn't fail like this. Never mind the season before that, and the season before that, and the season before that. Forget about the trophies we've won. That's the sole positive. Everything else has been dreadful for a number of years. So like that's where it stems from with this ownership. We need a big July. We need a big August. Let me ask you, Saeed, let me ask you, Saeed, is it still July madness? What are you saying?
Bro, that's what they told me, bro. They said once July happens, the books are changed, the money's available, things should materialize. They said it's now.
Well, here's my issue with that as well. Money is there to switch this up. I don't think anybody, realistically, there's probably United fans out there, is saying go spend 300, 400 million. That's what we're asking for. That's my point. So the money's like, Cunha, great. And Bremo, the fact that you lot are just dragging out this deal is crazy. Go get a striker. Cool. Need a midfielder. Need a goalkeeper. These things don't cost a lot, especially with the amount of players that you have to sell. But there just seems to be a very lackadaisical approach. There's no urgency.
No.
It doesn't seem to improve. And that could change. Maybe July madness does happen. And we bring in 3 players and we sell 3 of these players. But what is the likelihood of that? That's where my issue lies. This ownership business best in class. I remember all those conversations and what Omar's going to do and Wilcox is going to do and and all right. Okay. Yeah, sure. Where's I want to know on Twitter, where's all them diagrams people was putting up? Like it was a formation of all these people in space. This CEO, COO, and all right.
Nah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Big up to the super chat here coming up saying, big up Anthony Thomas says, Arsenal signing Gyökeres while United out here shopping for Everton clearance bin like it's Black Friday. We will get onto that as well. Chelsea Cobham Chronicles doesn't say anything, but he says a super chat. Mike Tyson says, club's a joke. Every team ready for next season signing new players. A team that finished 15th should be moving quick in transfers. I have no hope, zero. You know what it is, bro? Like, how dare you, bro? Like, act like everything's okay. You know the ones there, like, bro, like, you see you should be the one first revising, bro. You should be the one first, because you know you're not really a smart guy. So you go have to revise even more. The brothers that are just naturally smart, them man can take their time, but you're not them. Mm-hmm. Same way we are not the other teams. We finished 15th for a reason, because our recruitment was poor, our team was poor, the management was poor, everything was poor last season. You know, and for you to say like, we're all right, man. Like, we're gonna take our time, bro. There ain't no time. There ain't no time. Big Ben says Calvert-Lewin coming. What the fuck is wrong with Man United? Gyökeres, Subimendi, Eze, have fun with Clueless Lewin and Holyland. Listen, Zayn Miyase, unless you tell me you win the league, then allow me, innit? Allow me, Zayn. And Big Ben said, big upside in the panel, flawless, you legend. Something's really wrong with the club. The club are still playing installments for Euro, Delit, etc. Boy, that would be a whole new level of farce if that happened. But listen, you know how banter is now, that we're getting linked with Calvert-Lewin. You know, this only happens when your club is not serious. You know, you only hear about these kind of links when shit's not popping. You feel me? Like when you're really, really in the mud, like these sort of stories come about and they try take advantage of the situation. And that's what we're seeing right now. Like, I don't for once think that Calvert-Lewin is going to be a Man United player. Like, I've made it clear. Like, I'll shave my head off if we sign Calvert-Lewin. That's how confident I am.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Do that,
like,
man. Don't do that, man.
No, bro. I'll be serious, but I'll shave my head off. No,
Sorry,
bro.
I said I'll shave my beard, bro. I said I'm gonna take this all off.
Bro. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Flawless? You gotta do something.
I ain't do that. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't responsible for their incompetence. You know what I'm saying? Like,
PCO at United.
I have to go through it. I don't think it happened, Chelsea. I genuinely don't think. I look at it like the NDD link. That's how I look at it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna shave it because I'm so sure it ain't happening.
Yeah,
my club's bad, but we ain't that bad. You get me?
Brother, this is a joke, bro. The mere fact here. And listen, United always get linked with players, but I just find it very, very like when you don't see these sort of like reports and links to clubs that are serious. You know, like you don't see these reports.
Facts.
But when you are where you are and you're not serious, this is what happens, bro. Because them man are gonna say, "Yo, beggars can't be choosers. You man are poor. You man ain't got a right to say no to a piece of bread or whatever it is. You man go take what you're gonna take and you go eat. You feel me? You go take what you're gonna take, and that's what Man United are doing right now. It's embarrassing, bro. The fact that we have to even like, you know, what do you call it? Like it has to be out there. It's embarrassing, bro. It's actually embarrassing, bro. I thought the days of embarrassment were gone when we're linked with Mason Mount and all these players, bro. These duds. The fact that we're linked with him, bro, is an embarrassment and it's an indictment of where we're at right now, bro.
Yeah,
it is.
Well, it's because of our lack of movement in the striker department. Everyone knows we need a striker. Gyökeres, I think, is a good striker. I would have talked about Manchester United. Him going to Arsenal isn't really like that's not the major concern. It's more so the fact that we've just like, all right, what's the next plan?
What's the next plan?
You must have known there was a possibility that he was gonna go Arsenal or go elsewhere. So go get the next striker. That's where I'm at with it. Go and get the next target. The strikers out there you can go and get. Go get the next striker.
Well, this is the thing, though, Flawless. They're saying go get the next striker. Can we just get Mbeumo? Can we just get Mbeumo first? Can we just get Mbeumo first? You're telling me to go get. We've seen it, bro. These man cannot. It's impossible for them to do two deals at once. Do you get what I'm saying? And also, after this Mbeumo thing, we're meant to be selling players. Yeah, they've given players off a week. I guarantee in a week's time, all of them players are still here. What do they do then? Did they give him another week? Another week after that? So it don't make sense to me. You needed to July to say, okay, have another week off. I guarantee them same players are still here. Then you're gonna get stories of what's on the next. Can we reintegrate these players in the squad? That's why you're hearing with like the Rashford and all of this stuff, bro. United are a joke. What Ineos are currently doing to this club, yeah, since the day they've been here, I can go over every single mistake they've done. Keeping Ten Hag, bringing in Amorim at the halfway through the season, January transfer window, Dan Ashworth. I can go on. I can keep going.
The recall list is long.
The recall list is long. Do you get what I'm saying?
They ain't no lawyer. They ain't no my man. You know, saving them, bro. You see this?
The recall list is what these men are getting in the chair. Yeah, Davis, McLean, Proctor are not saving
us. Saving us, bro.
Davis,
you know what I mean? Like, Proctor ain't saving us.
Proctor ain't saving.
You know, the guy that's ain't saving us.
They ain't saving it. You're smart on shells. Like the list is so long. There's things I've forgotten that they've done wrong.
This is my
point.
It's
not minor.
It's not minor. So listen, I'm with you. I'm not even gonna crash out no more of this transfer window. I'm just gonna take news of pinch of salt until I see man in kit. If I don't see man in kit, then I'm not hearing it. I'm over it. When the season starts and United we've had another slow start to the season, man are calling for the manager's head. I will be there. And I'll be there at Ineos' doorstep. Not the manager, I'll be at Ineos' doorstep because, again, right now, what we're seeing is an absolute joke. It's simple as that. Big Man United getting like this in 2025, bro. 15th place. No European football. Can't get one deal over the line. Been haggling for 5 mil for five weeks, bro.
5 weeks. It's actually crazy, you know, bro. Like, it's mad. Your man said Calvert-Lewin is a good signing. 14th looks on. Bro, we're a banter club, you know, man. Like, real talk, bro. Like, real talk. Like, you know what the matter thing is? Having to explain myself when I leave my house here. Yo, what's going on, man? Where the sign is at, bro? I'm like, you tell me, bro.
People say it to you like you're the director of football. Yeah,
I think I'm a director, bro. I'm trying to get to my destination. I'm just trying to go to the shops, bro. Allow me, man. Man, don't know what's going on. I swear down, bro. The amount of conversation, man, I've had with people on the street. Yo, what's going on, man? Who we signing? Brother, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what's going on. We're trying to get a boom off the line. I'm trying to say that should go off the line, but I don't have a date. You feel me? I'm not an ITK. I never will claim to be an ITK. I don't do what other people do and say that players will be coming in at the end of the month and they're not here. I'm not one of them people. You feel me? We're just content creators or we're just whatever. And it's like, bro, like that's all we do. We just give our opinion on football. Like, I don't know. Like, generally, for once, I actually have no idea. I don't know whether that's a good thing because at the end of the day, it could all materialize by the end of July. But right now, as it stands, the evidence that's been put for me, the evidence that I've seen over the past couple of years that United are an incompetent football club. They are, whether you like it or not. Like, the Glazers still here. The Glazers still here. Like, you know, that incompetence stems from them. You know what I'm saying to you? And ultimately, it's a coalition. They're there with Ineos. You feel me? So, end of the day, yeah, like, as much as, like I said to you, man, it's like, oh, we're striving to do this or we're striving to do that. Bro, like, there's been no evidence to tell me that they've got this. They really have a plan. There's been
no evidence from the beginning. Because here's the thing is, one thing that people who backed Amorim said was, oh, wait till he brings in his own players and then he's on the training pitch with them and he can implement his ideas. Well, we started back, everyone's back at preseason training and we've had one player. So unless Cunha, you know, is, you know, like Superman himself, like that's the only improvement. And then the only player who's not here, who was here, was Garnacho, because Rashford, Sancho, Anthony all went here from January anyway. So they weren't involved in the team. So that's no change. So the sole change is Garnacho out, Cunha in. That is it. Yeah. Which is nowhere near enough.
And really, when you actually deep it, Garnacho should be a bench player anyway, really, when he's actually deep it like that. So it's like Cunha is meant to be the starter. So it's like we haven't really gained anything out of that. You know what I'm saying?
We've improved there, but it's nowhere near enough because all the other issues are still there.
Yeah, facts.
Like, is Cunha a good player? If Cunha a very good player, absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Going forward.
I agree.
He needs help. Because at the moment, our attack still stinks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I misunderstood.
I'm telling you, Højlund's going to be playing. Cunha's currently going to be playing with Højlund, bro.
Højlund and Mount.
Højlund and Mount. There you go.
Because we know this manager don't like Xerxes or Meno. So you can forget about those two. I'm at that wing back, probably Dorgu over the other side. What we saying? Bruno, Cass in the midfield. The back three is whoever the back three is, and still, like someone mentioned in the chat, Onana in goal.
Yeah. But you know, someone said online today, and they said, yo, forget about the signings. What about the outgoings?
I've been saying this, Saeed. That should be top of the list to me. The Romano tweets where he said, oh, the report. What did he say? There was two things that he said in the statement I didn't like when he said players will be reporting back later than in July. Why are they reporting back later? That should be their not coming back period. We're going to move you on. And then also, we're exploring more options to get to move these players on. What's the more options? The options in July or the options in June?
Yeah.
What is the difference? Like, again, it just screams incompetence and just slow. The zero sales part, when you have so many players you want to sell and players want to leave, it's not like there's a fight. It's not like players want to stay and you want to get rid of them, or players want to go and you're trying to keep them. Both parties agree that, hey, we want you to move on, you want to move on. Multiple players.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. I agree. But the thing is, though, it's like this comes down to pre-planning, innit? Like, they would have known about Rashford. They would have known about all these players. Like, there's a chance that Sancho might not be bought. There's a chance that, and there's a good chance that Anthony won't be.
Okay, if none of them are bought, that's on us. If none of these players are sold, it's fully on us, because it's not like there is a lack of interest in these. There is interest in all of these players. It's not like there's been no links and nobody wants any of these players. Then I'd be understanding. But the players want to go, you want to sell them, and there's interest in them. So the only problem is Manchester United. This money it's a money thing we're looking for. Don't tell me about wages. Pay man off. You literally, I keep stating this. You got 5 million from the Sancho deal. potentially you're going to get 11 million for the Elanga deal if he ends up going Newcastle. That's 16 million right there. Pay, and it's only Rashford and Sancho. Garnacho's not on big money like that. Neither's Anthony. That's the biggest mistake, like Sunshine said. That's another one. And we left it in his hands. That's what annoys me the most about that one, that we gave him the decision. We said, hey, you decide if you leave or not. Well, what is he? Is it Bruno FC? Do we work for him? Or is he an employee of the club? At the bottom of everyone's check, does it say Bruno FC? Or does it say Manchester United Football Club? The hell is got all right. But yeah, Ineos, innit? Ineos.
Yeah. I think for me, you know what it is, bro, man? It's like, I think, you know, it's the biggest summer in ages, and United have got to do outs and ins. That is crazy, bro. Like, it's almost too much to juggle for these lot. You know, it is, whether you think they're of, you know, good standard or whether you think of bad standard, for them, to be juggling with both outs and ins, bro. They must be stressed right now, and rightly so. They're stressed. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
I think every club does this, bro. Every club is doing out.
You think the ownership's stressed? I think they're calm,
bro. No, but I thought internally, you know, when you project that everything's cool. You see Omar Barada, the way he speaks, bro, it's like a robot, bro. But deep down, you can tell he's stressed out, bro. You can tell, like, he's thinking, fuck, man. But like, what am I supposed to do here? I haven't got a checkbook. I haven't got whatever. You know what I mean? Man City. I haven't got that. I've got to do stuff from them. And this is what I'm saying. Like, Omar Barada, he's a COO, not a CEO. You feel me? Like, it's going to be also a big job for Jason Wilcox. It's going to be a big job for these guys. Like, they're not dealing with no small, you know, like club like Southampton. No disrespect, but it's a smaller club. This is a big fish. It might not be a big fish in terms of what Man United are, in terms of what we used to be, but still, like, to be rejected is going to be something they're going to have to deal with. And what's their plan B? You know, like, we don't have any plan Bs. No links to midfielders. Yeah. No links to strikers. Let's be honest. Yeah, Watkins, it might be exploratory and they might be thinking of that. But you have to now get rid of Højlund for that to happen. Are you forcing Højlund now? Are you letting Højlund know you're part of the sales list? You know? Like, Onana, he's still here. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, there has to be a lot of things to happen before the signings happen, bro. That's where we're at right now, bro. That's where we're at right now.
You know what it is, though, what you've just said in terms of the club forcing people out, we just clearly don't do it. You saw it with the Bruno thing that's Flawless alluded to. How have we given the player the option of, if you want to stay here, it's okay? United should have just said, listen, we need money, because clearly they just said we don't need money, but we clearly do, because we're battling over 5 million. If we didn't need money, we would have gotten Burma over the line. So it's
I think you're giving them too much leeway, Shell. After the money's there, bro. That's when they penny pitching. I just think they're
listen. They told us the money's there. They told us the money's there.
I literally think that it's the 5 million is there. I just think they don't want to spend it.
So if the money's there, if the money's there after Mbeumo comes in, that means we can go and sign another player, right?
Yeah, agreed.
But that's not the case.
I think that will be sales.
No, I think it's these two are dependent. The money's there for these two, and then I think the rest of it's dependent on sales. Yes,
on sales.
5 million's there.
Yeah,
we just got 5 million for Sancho. Use that,
bro. That 5 million's gone. They've got that back in their pockets. That's in their pockets, bro. You know what I mean? I'm telling you now. It ain't easy right now. Let me get these super chats involved. We actually can be finished. Charity finish. Yeah, I agree. The sad part is no one's been sold, only small rumors. What club are going to buy these players? Too high wages and average players in general. My mental health is affected. Protests need to happen, says Tariq. Sham Club 50, giving chess, stay in your lane. Calvert-Lewin is a good signing, lads. I think I read that already. Big up Tariq says, I'm in pain. The club is in crisis and people don't seem to think this is serious. My mental health is affected. The club used to be the face of Euro football. Fan with 50th in the league. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's difficult because at the end of the day, everyone like takes football differently. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not letting it get to me like that, bro. I'll be honest with you, man. But keep your head up, bro. And honestly, bro, I would say to yourself, like, don't let United stress you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's gonna be hard, but bro, if they don't care about you, then why should you care about them, bro? That's how I look at it for me personally, anyway. And
guys,
yeah.
Sorry, carry on, bro.
No, go for it. Go for it. Go for
No,
it.
just she's saying, like, going off what Saeed said, my guy, do not let United affect your summer, bro. Trust me, there's better things to do than looking at United news. Go outside, go get some fresh air, bro. Trust me, United are not that deep to be your mental health in the bottle right now. Do you get me? So do other things, take a break from football, bro. And then when the season starts again, resume from them, bro, because you're not trying to feel down and all that. Your mental health's affected from this.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of people that they checked out United. That's what United have done to a lot of people. They've just checked out. They said, yo, listen, ban this club. They're not serious. And I hear them, bro. Like, where am I United going to go in the next 3-4 years? We're not going to go anywhere, bro. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, we do.
We're going to title in 2028.
Brother, that guy's a clown, bro. Ruben Calvert-Lewin securing conference. Oh, my days. Ready, baby. Says Amorim needs a prem-proven striker who's good at link-up. With that in mind, please sign Nicholas Jackson. Seriously, man. Bro, like, you trolls, man. Like, you trolls. You know what it is, bro? They can get it in because in the day, it's like, yo, like United are there for the taking right now. We're not serious club, bro. Like, we've seen, like, United at the minute right now are not proven to be a serious club, bro. And I think for me, it's like, the Mbeumo one is funny, yeah, because it's like, they know the price. This ain't a case of like 10 million value difference, 15 million value difference. We're not talking about Højlund and whatever. We're talking about a 5 million difference. This ain't no, you man got Hago for 5 million. Brother, it's not that, bro. It's not a case of, oh, but in the past, you know, you were complaining that you got absolutely done in the market. It's 5 million for a player that's worth it, bro.
It's worth
the 5 million. It's probably worth the 10 million. When you look at the market right now, Gittins has gone for how much? You know, Pedro's gone for how much? Madueke could go for 50 million. Do people understand this? Madueke, they're saying they could go for up to 50 million, bro. He's worth it. Kudus is what? They're asking for 50 million as well, Kudus?
Yeah, it's around that, the same 50 to
around
60.
That, isn't it?
It's in
what
the same
are we doing here, bro?
ballpark. And he's better than all them players you just mentioned.
And he's better than all them players.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing about it.
That's what don't make no sense to me when I look at it and go, do I think he's worth the money? Yes. Is he 60, 65? Does he improve us by 65 million pounds or more? In my opinion, he is. And clearly they do. Again, man, the money's there, man. They just being serious. They just being incompetent. The money, bro. They know the money is there. The money's there, man. They're not waiting on sales for this one. 5 M's.
And also, like but listen, Flawless, even if you think you're having over 5 M's with certain players, you can't overpay. If you think he's that much of value to you, and you think he's gonna come in and make that impact, you just do it. You've seen it with Wirtz. You know what I'm saying? You see it with other clubs. You've seen it with Rice. You see it with Caicedo. It's an overpay at the time, but it doesn't matter. If you are so sure about the signing and you've done your scouting, you've done your homework on a player, that player becomes invaluable no matter how much you bought him for. Because that's what we're getting. That's what I feel like we're getting with an Mbeumo. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. You've seen him do his thing now in the season, in the Premier League for 3 years. He done it as a understudy to Tony. Now he's the main man with Wisa, and he's doing his thing still. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's a no-brainer. If this is plan A, your plan A is Cunha and Mbeumo. Pay whatever is needed. Go haggle with the other man. Do you get what I'm saying? Because right now we can't even score in a brothel, bro. So you get me. Get these man over the line. Get it over the line, bro. 5 weeks.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's crazy for me. It's like, and then you know what it is, bro. It's like people don't realize it. Like if they see that they've been haggled or whatever it is, or negotiations have taken this long, bro. It's a case of everyone's gonna be the same. Like, you know, the ones like I said last year, they were attainable apart from Ugarte. I think Ugarte took a while for United to go and get. I think the Mazraoui took quick. Dillit was fairly quick. Xerxes was fairly quick. Lenny Yoro actually was fairly quick as well.
You know what? You look at all those deals outside the Ugarte and go, all them players were value for money. To me, that was money well spent. Now look at it. I think all them players either performed up to their transfer value or more.
Yeah.
I look at that. It's just that everything else is so bad surrounding it. But Maz was 12 million.
Yeah, bro.
Was he better than 12 million? Yes, the lit was 40 million. Fair price. Euro came into his own towards the back end of the season as well. Heaven for $1 million. Dog, you even know people criticizing 25 million, 25 M's. I think
25
he's
M's.
shown that to me. So people acting like he was 65. He's 25.
Bro, the worst thing about it is that the guy came out in a press conference, you know, the CEO or the director of football and goes, yo, listen, they can want him, yeah, but they still have to pay the money. Like he came out relaxed, you know. I ain't really seen
you
that.
said this, the Brentford team. Oh, the Brentford.
Yeah, like, you know, like he came out relaxed and said, yo, listen, they want him, yeah, but they got to pay the price. This was last week, you know.
It's a fair price.
Fair price.
It's a fair. What we saying, 65 million, is it? Because I don't think it's the amount. I think it's how much they want up front. I think that's the
yeah. It's what up front. Yeah, it's what's up front.
So just pay them much. Just pay them $1 million up front, or however much it is. Because we know it's not astronomical. We know we're not a million miles away from it. But again, incompetence. That's why we have these issues. That's why this deals took so long. It's just the incompetence. The Cunha deal is easy to do. No one else in for him. Release clause. Wants to join. Simple. I could do that.
Yeah, Jonathan David. Listen, it's got to that point here where I'm being real with you. United don't have any definitive signings here. So what a lot of the fan base are doing now is they're just going what's out there now. It's got to that point now where Watkins could be linked with Man United. Oh, Watkins is a brilliant player. This player could be linked with Man United. That's a brilliant player. It's got to that point now where the United fan base, yeah, they're on their knees, bro. Pause, but they're on their knees. They are literally bro, they could be a player that could be out there and we should get him, you know, because that's what happens in times of desperate need. You just become almost like, we take anything, bro.
We forced ourselves into the situation, which is what.
Yeah, bro.
It didn't have to be desperate need, because I've said this before. The only positive to finishing 15th and being so bad is the pool of players you're picking from is much bigger, because you're aiming to get better. It's not like you're trying to go from second or third to first. That's tough. You're aiming for a select few to take you over the top. We're just trying to become a competent team again. How about get back into the top half and win back-to-back games? That pool of players you're picking from is much bigger. That's why it's really easier to target certain players and go, I identify. Because most players we've been targeted, forget Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Didi. I'm talking about with any seriousness surrounding it. We've all gone, yeah, that's fair. We all went, yeah, that makes sense. You mentioned Ollie Watkins there. Ollie Watkins, whether you're a fan of him or not in terms of style of play and how he fits in with the others, makes sense. Same way Cunha does. Same way Bremo does. Gyökeres would. The Lap would have. The list goes on. It's really easy. And then that trio is a vast improvement on
it is.
Because what we have is woeful. As a trio. I know better footballers than some of these players at Manchester United. It's that bad.
Bro, Osimhen ain't coming, bro. I'm hearing Galatasaray now looking to really sign him again. Yeah, I mean, bro, this
negotiate. That's why it's the Duran thing, because reports stated that we didn't want to go in for Duran because Al Nassr wanted us to pay all of his wages. But he's gone Fenerbahce. But he's gone to Fenerbahce and Al Nassr are paying his wages.
Yeah.
So why did we not? So how come Fenerbahce can do it, but we can't?
Because United don't want to pay their wages, isn't it? That's the problem.
No. To him, he's to say this again. His club, the Saudi club, is paying his wages. Fenerbahce or not? Yes.
What? Can't be, bro.
Check it out, fam.
No. That's the reason why I thought he wasn't coming, was the fact that the club was buying the
check it, fam.
Is it a percentage, bro? Is it a percentage that they're paying?
My chat told me. They just told me that Fenerbahce.
No. He said Fenerbahce will cover the salary as planned.
All right, I stand corrected then.
Yeah.
The whole salary.
Yeah, the whole salary will cover his salary. That's why United weren't involved, because they couldn't pay the 300 grand a week that he was probably on. I think he was on 330 or 320. Yeah. That's why he wasn't. Fenerbahce got bread. You know what I mean, bro? People don't see it, but they got bread. They especially in Turkey, they got bread, bro. They can pay for big wages, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't see it, bro. For me, it's bro, I think our expectation now, I'm not gonna lie to you, they're at all-time low, bro. And that starts from the top, bro. When your expectations are high, you demand high. But really and truly, when the expectations have got to this level now, it is really at this level. And it's bro, you're gonna have to take this player, whether you like it or not. But the thing is, you said you're gonna give Amrin another year. We've seen that Amrin cannot do the job on his own. We've seen it. The system requires quality. It requires players to come in and make a difference. That midfield, no midfield links, you know. No midfield links, you know. The midfield was a big problem last year. No midfield links, bro. Go get Douglas Luiz if he's there. He's literally available. Go and get him.
Do you know what's crazy as well? You said Amorim's system requires elite players, yeah, but I argue that sometimes we need to see some elite coaching. And
we know we're not going to get that though. That's the problem.
You hear this though, yeah. Did you see? I think you saw it as well. Xabi Alonso's statement about what he said about adapting.
I seen that. Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it was basically along the lines of that. As a manager, you have to adapt. Formation's not too important. Every game requires a different blah blah blah. What my issue is that Amorim is completely different in the sense where he's saying, "Nah, this is the only one way I can play." Yeah. I'm not asking to change his formation because I've been asking for years for a manager to come in and nail his philosophy down. But again, adaptations, whether that's playing two strikers, 3 midfielders, it's just not happening. Amorim is coming again with the same team that we saw getting rubbed out every single week. The same team, the exact same team side, barring one player, bro.
Yeah.
What are United expecting to change? I really don't understand it. We're playing catch up with all our rivals again. There you go. We don't have a fixed system. I obsess over and refuse to change. We must be dynamic and flexible and able to adapt to different situations. Why can't my manager do that? Because this is the consensus of football. You have to be able to adapt, right?
Yeah. 100%. You're right. You're spot on. But obviously, this manager's shown that he's not able to do it, bro. You know what I mean? He's not able to really adapt, bro. And that's why I'm saying to you people, is that right now at this current stage, what you're seeing is a manager that needs quality, bro. I'm not saying to you, become all of a sudden this individual brilliance and there isn't a team where you have to have coaching, because there's going to be a point where coach is going to be needed. But bro, just give the guy some quality, bro. Because right now, let's not force that Ogate's not going to be great. This Ogate is getting abused online, bro, for posting something about his girlfriend. You know what I mean? So
that's outrageous, bro.
It's outrageous, bro. This is where we're at right now. So it's like, bro, you can't put him into the like out there when you know he ain't good enough. We know that Bruno ain't great in the dump of it. We know Casemiro's Asian. Like,
but the manager choose to pick these players, though. That's what the problem is.
I agree.
That's where the issue lies. Because Charles mentioned it about elite coaching, and you're right, Saeed. We're not getting that. So therefore, we just got to sign talent. I've been saying this as this manager's here. It's back to the Oli era, where we know the manager's not good enough. So just have talented players and put them out there and let them figure it out. And that way we'll get results. It's not ideal, far from ideal. You don't want that. However, it's the situation we're in. They chose to keep this manager. They chose to keep certain players as well. So therefore, you made this bed, you line it.
It's crazy, man. Man's coming into work tomorrow, with the same dusty players, bro. Like, real talk, bro. I don't give a shit, bro. Like, them man they all finished 15th, bro. Like, I can say, Euros, good, and this player's good, but bro, it's
as a collective, hold them all accountable. Yeah, absolutely.
Hold them all accountable, bro. Because that team finished 15th, bro. And you're telling me, bro, that preseason starts tomorrow, and he's gonna be looking around saying, "Yo, boys, I want you to press high. Do the job. The storm isn't over." That real talk, bro. The storm isn't over, guys. What I said at the end of the season, forget that. The good times ain't coming right now, bro. You know the ones. The good times ain't coming. Forget what I said, yeah? We're still on storm business. The storm is still here. There's been a weather forecast update, and I've been told that, the storm ain't over, man. We got to still be in that storm. So, everyone.
This storm seems like it's been here for ages, man. When does it pass?
Storm phase 2. You see how them man have phase 2 to win the league, yeah? This is our phase 2 of the storm, bro.
The storm been here a long time, man.
Man, there's no storm phase 2. I swear to you. If we have the exact same season as last season, I'm here straight away. First 5 games, I need to see something, bro. I don't care whether it's I don't care for the excuses this season. I don't care if Amorim don't get players. I don't care whatever it is. Listen, I got smoke for United. There's no way we can have our finish 15th, do what we did, and repeat about phase 2 Storm. Nah, bro. Storm done now. Storm done. It's sunny now. It's summer, bro. I know it's January today and that. Cool. That's the last of it. We're not doing this. What happened last season, guys? We're not. I'm sorry. There's no phase 2 for me. Big man thing.
Bro, listen to me. You know what it is, bro? There can't be an excuse for the manager as well, bro, because it's like I can see next season losing games and people saying, "Oh, well, he didn't really get back, did he, guys? He didn't really get back, did he?" This is why I was like, you know what, yeah? I'm very, very pissed off, yeah, that the manager's here, yeah. And, you know, we lost the Europa League. I thought he's got to go. Everyone's got to go, basically. But you have to almost like say to yourself, cool, he's here, yeah? Right, back him then. Back him. Back him then. Back him. And then we see what go on. If there's a better improvement,
yeah.
You know, we can give credit where it's due and we can say, right, he's turned the corner. It is what it is. Cool. But I'm willing to do that only when I see better players. That's when I'm like, okay, cool. You know, maybe there was a bit whatever, cool. You know, now it's like, it's a showtime now. This is where I show what I'm capable of doing in terms of my tactical, you know. But right now, it's like, you see that and you're like, bro, you can't rely on his tactics, bro. It's wasting energy from me, bro. Like going mad at the manager when I know he should have been sacked and he hasn't been given the players, it's wasting energy. I've got to go for the guys at the top.
Sorry, let me
Because
ask
they're
you
the ones
this.
that are not backing him.
Let me ask you this. He's got a whole season, a whole pre-season now, yeah? This is what he's been craving for, yeah? He's been craving for this. So within that, I get it. If there's some players that still here, sorry, yeah? I still expect to see an upgrade in the system. Far too much I saw our fullbacks playing as a back five, as opposed to a back three and then a four in midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to see tweaks like that. I want to see us winning back-to-back games. I want to see my striker holding up the ball, just doing the basics. I want to see United doing the basics, bro. We can't get a repeat of next season, regardless of what the excuses. Whether we don't get the players or not, the manager still has a job to do, and that's coach. And do something. He has to do something, bro. Do you get what I mean? I get it. Yes, he shouldn't be here, blah, blah, blah. He didn't get back last season. He might not be getting back this season, but at the end of the day, walk, innit? If you're not getting back, walk.
Yeah, real talk, walk.
That's been my. I was gonna say this. That's my forgotten show. I'm
saying, fellas, we can't do this no more, bro. This is Man United. At the end of the day, you're still there as a coach. Your job is to go in there and make players better. Do you get make players understand what you're trying to do? If you can't get your ideas across, then you're not the right man. It's that simple.
Now, real talk. I'm really agree with you.
That's it. I don't hear that. I don't hear the excuses either. Like, oh, he's not been backed. Well, if you haven't been backed and you stay, you have to take the consequences that come with that. If you're at a job and your hierarchy, your bosses in front of you are not giving you the tools possible to do your job, they don't care about one being successful and they don't care about you being successful either. They don't care about your reputation because you're the one that is going to get the majority of the flack and the majority of the criticism if you are indeed backed. If you was promised this, and this, you was promised 4 or 5 players and they bring you 2, walk. And then when you walk, you say, the reason I walked, I was promised this, and this. You don't have to go into details. Just say the board didn't deliver on the promises after the conversation we had at the end of the season. And then, you know what? I hold my hands up and go, hey, you know what? That's fair still. As much as I think you're a bad manager and you didn't do right, I'd respect that. Like too much of this, I'm just going to sit and stay even though I wasn't backed. And then when it goes wrong, blame them. Because no, we ain't doing this. None of this storms. Why is it only us that goes through storms? Why don't I hear anybody else, any other big club talking this way? How come there seems to be no aim to improve? It gets worse before it gets better. When did this become a thing?
This mentality is
I've never heard this mentality. 1, I've never heard of it before us. And 2, I've never seen it work.
Because
when has the club gone backwards to then go forward?
I think it's been created by United fans, you know. It's been created by United fans because it's like almost like a method to say, you know what, you should be really, really backing the manager. Like we've got this kind of idea that back the manager, this, that, the other, back this, back that. And it's like, yeah, but you have to back something that you can see it clearly. There's evidence of improvement. And there's evidence of like, you know what? There's something to back. You know, there's something to actually say, you know what? Right, I can see something going on there. You know what? Fair play. But this is it's an illusion, bro. It's a fake, almost ideology that has to happen not only in the United fan base, but other fan base as well, where it will get worse before it gets better. We've seen other managers at other football clubs not only winning their first year, but also understand that, you know what, there can be some layers of improvement. I'm not saying to win the league. I'm not saying to go and do whatever you need to do, bro. I'm just letting you know that, bro, we see some improvement. There ain't no blind backing, bro. There ain't. You know, and, you know, I think a lot of people have been very, very much guilty of that in the past, but I just feel like right now, for me to get a team that should be having an identity and an ideology and a style of play, it's not a lot to ask for, bro. Consistency, you know, style of play, knowing what we're doing, it's not a lot to ask for. I'm not saying to win 6-0 every week. I'm not. I'm just telling you, yo, can you improve what you have?
Yeah, that's saying be a competent team, which is not different. And bear in mind, as much as we don't rate this team and don't rate these players, that squad he had isn't 50. That's why I don't hear that either. When Amorim got the job, there was nobody who was like, yeah, I think we're going to finish 15th. I think we're going to fail to win back-to-back games. We're going to average in the cap from January till May, we're going to average 3 points. We averaged 3. We got 15 points in those 5 months, people. We averaged 3 points per month in the Premier League. Yeah. No one expected this. But Ryder said it himself. We didn't expect the results to get better. I mean, we didn't expect the results to be this bad. We didn't expect to be 50th. Of course, no one did. But now all of a sudden it's accepted and it's this big storm.
Thank you.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Like, why is it just it's the acceptance of it? Like, you can't, no, this team is better than 15th. Is it good enough? Hell no. Nowhere near
good
enough.
I'm not saying that.
But is it better than 15th? Yes, because we watched Ten Hag get more from it. And we thought at the time we looked at Amorim better than Ten Hag, so therefore you should get better results than him. Why is that so crazy? But
But yeah, I hear it. The just period, whatever. But like I said again, that's why I'm with you guys. There's no excuses for me because you have a preseason now, regardless of what comes in, what goes out. I'm saying you have a job to do as a coach. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what you're getting big money for. And the fact is, we've allowed these standards to slip so much that we're 15 and it's okay. Like, bro, everyone's still happy Larry, like last season. Yeah. Like, that makes sense. Oh, we got to back the manager. Cool. This season, I'm not backing anything. I'm really not. I need to see the basics. I need to see us win 2 games. I need to see a system. I'm not asking us to win the league, get in the top 4, top 6. I'm not even asking for that. Get in the top half and look like a competing side again. That's all I'm asking, regardless of who is there. That is your job, Ruben Amorim, as a manager. Simple as that.
Yeah, simple, yeah. Guys, it's 2.2K in the building. We've not even got 1,000 likes. Yeah, we're talking about standards here, and you lot are not even fulfilling your own standards, people. Let's get these likes up, people, man. We have 574 likes. If you don't know where the like button is, people, it's right here. You know what I mean? Right there, people. Just hit that like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes expeditionally. You get me? We need to get that, people. That's a big target for the channel today. So let's get these likes up. We have to talk about this, brother. Let me get these super chats. Calma and Wilmer Medical is to finish Tour de France. Onana, Delict, Ugarte, Calvert-Lewin is a title inspiring championship teams in 2026 are in for a rude awakening, says Richard. Leslie available. He's better than any 6 you have. I seen that, yo. Would you not take Leslie Okochoku?
I've not even watched it. Yeah, I even watched it to be like that.
Yeah,
15 million. I'm hearing. I'd take him. You want an athletic midfielder, right? He's that.
For 15 million, I think that would be a good deal. For 15 million, I can't lie. If it's 15 million, I would. I think he's someone that's got a future. Very press resistant. Like he's very athletic as well. Like when I've watched him, I've been very impressed, you know, by Leslie. But again, he's one that I would get after the main midfielder, not to become the main midfielder. Do you guys know what I'm saying, people? I ain't putting him alongside Bruno.
You're saying him in addition, like it has to be him in addition to somebody.
In addition, yeah. It has to be in addition to a player like that. You know, he's 21, I think he is. I would take it if he is though, but I don't think they said they're not selling for cheap. Chelsea, I think Fabrizio Romano has just come out now
because he was on loan at Southampton, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not expecting loan proposals. You know what I mean? So they want a priority permanent sale. Valencia and more clubs are interested, but Chelsea say no to a loan move. Yeah, listen, he's an option, but again, let's see it. Let's see. Leslie, Chelsea fans are Hamro says Calvert-Lewin scored a goal against Tottenham back in 2020. Perfect signing for you all. I mean, it's just because he scored a goal against Tottenham, does that make him a good player? I don't know what you're trying to say here.
You're trying to say that because we've lost to them 4 times this season, Saeed.
Hey, listen, man. Yeah, I don't want to. Listen. Tay says at the end of last season, some fans were accepting that we could lose our way into being a good team. Crazy mentality. Need to bring back the standards. Absolutely, 100%. Patrick Oshella says, wouldn't be surprised if Amorim doesn't finish this season.
Oh yeah, he's not making it to the end of the season. There's no chance.
I'm really clear. Yeah? I genuinely think for me, there should be he should really be here at the end of the season. You know why I say that? Because I don't believe this football club to be getting a new manager in and all of a sudden we're back to this whatever. Like, who are they going to go and get? What are they going to like?
But you can't persist with someone who's. I hear your reservation.
I'd rather get Ruud to the end of the season.
Yeah, but that makes sense. But you know this club don't do that. But Amorim's not making it to the end of the season because results like.
So why give him? So why give him the? You know why?
You know why? Because we are not a serious. We are a deeply unserious institution, man. That's why. Saeed, you don't think before even asking you ourselves, who thinks he's gonna make it to the end of the season? Genuinely, I don't think he's gonna prep. I don't think he makes it till the year 2026. Results are gonna go so bad that eventually, and again, because they sacked Ten Hag and he's gonna be on a similar trajectory, it's gonna happen. He's not finishing.
You know what's mad? Yeah,
he's not.
For me, then, if they sack him, yeah, it's gotta be before September, September, October, around there.
Which I agree with. But they'll do the Ten Hag thing and sack him November.
Nah, you can't do that, bro. You must have given the rest of the season, bro. Allow that nonsense.
No. Listen.
No, bro. Listen to me, yeah. I get what you guys are trying to say, yeah, but I really, really don't think, yeah, it's gonna solve that much. It really isn't. You have to
attempt to though, Saeed. You have to attempt. So if results, let's say he's on the 10. Let's say he's on the 10 Hag trajectory. You can't keep him. Chances are he's probably going to be on a similar trajectory in terms of results, performances, etc. Probably worse. You can't keep him till the end of the season.
For me,
you're just saying this now because we ain't playing. Wait till you know what I'm saying.
Maybe.
Ain't no maybe. Wait till you outside of Old Trafford.
But you don't think though, but the thing is, do you not think though? Absolutely. When you look at these guys, Ineos here, are you really confident though that they're gonna go and get a manager?
No. Of course not. I don't. You know this side. We spoke on this. I didn't want these lot in the first place. I've not been a fan of them for the first season. No, you don't keep them till the end of the season because it's going wrong. Even though I don't believe in their ability to get it right, you have to attempt to get it right. You can't just persist with a terrible manager just because you don't believe that they're going to get it right the next guy. My heart of hearts believe they'll get it right after Amorim? No, I don't think so.
By the way, it could likely to be worse as well. It could go worse, which have shown now with
absolutely.
Amorim.
They have previous for this. So could it get worse? Yes. However, you have to attempt to fix it. And if it's just as bad as Ten Hag or worse, they'll get rid of him. Like I'm saying, wait till you in the car park on a cold October. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On a Monday or some shit, and you talking about now we need to keep him. Get him gone now. Is he? I've
made my stance clear though, but my aim is on Ineos. Like you can't really be fighting a guy.
They are terrible.
Yeah.
Like they are not. They are more to blame than the manager. However, because we're talking about Amorim, that's why they're crooks. Terrible at what they do. They're large in part as to the reason as to why Amorim has the situation that we're having. We're having the same conversation now about Amorim that we was having about Ten Hag. So you inherited a problem, and 12 months later, we have the same problem with a new guy.
Yeah.
Literally, this conversation, if you put Ten Hag's name in this, it's the exact same conversation. I'm telling you, man. Awful.
Listen, and that's what I was saying. That's what it goes back to. Saeed, we know Ineos is not doing their job. We know that. But again, within that, the manager still has to do a job. Do you get it? You can't just watch a leaking roof and expect it to stop leaking, bro. If we're getting smoked every single week again and we're finishing 15th place, I don't care what Ineos have done. I'm looking at Amorim then, because again, you're not doing the basics of coaching. Do you get what I mean? If I'm not seeing those basics, I'm not seeing improvement in our ongoing performances, then I'm looking at the manager as much as I'm looking at Ineos too, because I know we know he might not get back, but he's choosing to stay there. He said, if I'm not wanted by this club, I'll walk. Do you get what I mean? If you're not being backed, you got to walk too, because you don't want to mess up your own reputation. No one else is going to be looking at you. They're going to be looking at United. Do you get what I mean? So, bro, regardless, I hear what you're saying. If Amorim is doing the same stuff he's on last season, regardless of what happens in the transfer window, he's got to go. He might have got to fix it. Whether we believe it, whether they get it right or not, that's not for us. We're just content creators, like you said. These men get paid millions. Do you get it?
Yeah. No, I agree. This one is, listen, if he does well, then of course, you know what I mean? Like,
happy days. If he does well, I'll be back on this platform apologizing and say, I did not see this on the horizon. Props to Amorim, props to the players, props to Ineos if we're performing well. Ineos, I want to be wrong. Actually, you hear me talking about this. If they sign the correct players to the point where doing well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If if the club's performing well, I'll praise everybody. If the club's performing poorly, guess what? You get criticized. And so far, we are performing poorly. So far in this window, performing poorly. On the pitch, performing poorly. Off the pitch, even during the season, performing poorly. Where's the positive? So if he does do well, happy days. I want to be everything. Every thought in my brain tells me this is going to be dreadful. What has changed?
Yeah.
People think, I don't know what people think he can do on the training pitch that is magically going to turn it around. I hear Shells' point about him coaching and making a difference. Yes. Just because the roof is leaking, you can't stop the roof leaking, but hey, put a bucket underneath the leak. How about you that? That helps. Something as basic as that. And that's why I use the same analogy used, but he don't help himself by picking the terrible players. You chose to play Højlund over and over again, and Garnacho, and Mount when he was fit, and Onana, and Delo, and Maguire. That's not Ineos. You chose to play these players and watch them perform poorly and persisted with it.
That's agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. 100% agree. Tayfun says, guys getting sacked first game when Arsenal bad up you, man, 5 or 6-0. Listen, Arsenal don't really bad us up really that much at Old Trafford. If there's anything that I'm quietly confident about that game, if I'm being real with you, I reckon Old Trafford is decent. Yeah,
stinky draw written all over it.
Well, yeah. Well, right now I'll take that. I can't lie to you. Plug Scope says, doubt you lot.
He's saying, do you lot? That's what he's saying.
Do you lot hear how negative you sound? He will challenge next season. It's the first time we kept a rigid manager for a new season. We didn't do it for Ragnick and LVG. Wow.
Guys, we weren't being negative. We're just putting perspective on.
I don't know if he's trying to troll here, or if
I think he's trolling, man. Plug Scope he's gotta be trolling. That's why I laugh.
What's your plug, bro? Give me your plug.
He's trolling, man. You can't be serious
plug
with
Scope,
this, man. I said he'll challenge next season. That's what I was like. All right, you ain't being serious, man. I respect the troll, man.
Season.
I respect the troll, man. Hey, big up Plug Scope, man. That's good. We need humor in times like this, man. We need humor.
Yeah, listen. I you tell me one positive fan base. Yeah, I mean that I really, really being genuine as well. I don't mean this toxic positivity here. I mean genuinely positive that can tell me why Man United are going to be challenged for the league next year, providing what we finished 15th and we had the season we had last season. You tell me, and the lack of signings that are coming through the door. You tell me that. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. But we have to move on to Rashford, man. I don't know if you see this PR, man, he's been doing with our mate Henry Winter. I don't know if you lot seen it. But yeah, bro. The same guy, by the way, yeah, that did an interview with him is now coming out and saying that, but Rashford doesn't really want to leave. You know, he doesn't really want to leave, but his understanding is that, you know, he does want a new challenge and whatnot. Bro, it's bollocks, man. Get this guy gone. But Henry Winter, yeah, he's saying that my understanding is that Marcus Rashford has not asked to leave Man United, but he accepts he's not part of Ruben Amorim's plans and that he has to leave to get playing again and fulfill his ambition of going to the 2026 World Cup with England. A move abroad looks like the step. See, when I read this, I was like, and by the way, I think he made another tweet here that he basically blocked people from commenting. So he's made a new tweet, by the way, yeah. This brother here, yeah, was the same guy that literally did an interview with him saying that he wants a new challenge, bro. What does this say, guys? For me personally, I'm ready for a new challenge and the next steps. When I leave, it's going to be no hard feelings. You're not going to have any negative comments from me about United. That's me. I will always be a red.
Saeed, the one thing I'll say about this interview, this came out after he was briefed to the club briefed him that he's up for sale. So that's one thing. That was one thing I'll say, because people get the timelines confused. Rashford didn't do this interview like for no reason. There was smoke there because the club literally just briefed him that same week saying that they want him sold. So that's where the new challenge came on. With this whole Rashford thing, again, when we look at the links, we're talking about 40 million we want here. Bro, just get it gone. If it's 20 million, if it's 50 million, whatever it is, the guy and Man United are clearly not going eye to eye. He tried to move on in January. He didn't get his. He didn't stay out in Aston Villa. He's trying to get his dream move now to Barca. Whatever it is, cut your losses. Okay, we can't keep doing this. Is he staying back up? I've seen him. People want to put him back up at front at 9. It ain't happening. Just move on. Whatever it is, pay him off. 15 million, 20 million. I don't care what it is. With certain players, you just have to take a loss. Rashford is pure profit regardless anyway. We put him on 300k a week. We can't shift him now. Just take what we can get from him, bro. There's no Rashford U-turn. Do you get it? It's over. The story is over, bro.
But the thing is, people can say, like, you know, he's been forced out by the football club, but like nobody told him to do an interview. Like nobody said to him, yo, I'm going to do an interview. And because in the day, what's been briefed versus what you actually say are two different things, right? What you say is your own testament. It's your own choice of words. What Man United brief may not be the reality, because we've seen this before. We've seen briefs being put out there that may be to almost deflect what's being said. Or it may be that journalists want to put things out there and exaggerate what's been put out there. This has been his own words. The manager clearly said, yo, I don't like the fact that he don't train well or whatever it is. I don't know. The way he dresses. I'm looking at the way people dress, people talk, everything. He was looking at him thinking, yo, Rashford has to get to these levels, and he hasn't got to them. He then went and done an interview off his own back. Like, nobody told him to do that interview, by the way. And for me, again, before the Manchester derby as well, the timing was all off. It was all off, bro. And I think for me, you've only got yourself to blame when things aren't going well for you. You've only got yourself to blame because you've added fuel to the fire, bro. Yes, the club are willing to sell their top earners. We all know that. But why are people dismissing the fact that Rashford asked to leave? And we've got this PR spin now of, well, hold on a minute. I haven't really asked to leave, but I genuinely feel like I'm not wanted here, bro. So, like, chill out, bro. Like, you're leaving, leave gracefully, and just keep it moving, bro. Like, I don't understand why there's a big commotion, bro, about Rashford leaving. I know we've disrespected him, bro. We haven't disrespected anyone. He's been here, been the poster boy, got the number 10 shirt, highest paid wages, whatever, man born and bred. Like, bro, people actually, for the majority, rate Rashford, and they think, you know what, he's a man born and bred. And they give him the time of the day. This ain't no Pogba situation, them man there, where they were getting abused and that. Rashford, for the large part of it, has been given the keys to Old Trafford, been part of a lot of rebuilds, been the center of rebuilds. You know,
people
so
like him. That's why. It stems from people, fans rating him, but more. The man born and bred and coming through the youth system. Like, all right, let's say hypothetically we had quote unquote disrespected him as football, get over it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's styling him, by the way. Just sorry to cut you off. This guy here tells, man. Don't worry, bro. You focus on Kudus. And if Chelsea go and hijack that deal, bro, because Chelsea are capable of doing anything. So you focus on your Champions League money and who you're getting so you don't get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Because we will be there when you lot get embarrassed. A shout out to Toby anyway, man.
Big up Toby. That's what it is. Shout out to Tobes every time. That's where it stems from. This whole sentiment, too much sentiment. It's cutthroat business, man. We try to get back to the top of professional sport at the highest level. Move him on. So what? Like he's been here, not been good enough, not all on his fault, but he's not performed well. Plus, he was the one who stated that he wanted to leave, which I do understand why he would want to leave. It's not a part of Amorim's plans. Again, this is where the club needs to just take control of the situation. I even fussed about what Rashford's done, what Rashford said, what he's posted. If we do what we're supposed to, none of it matters. Just move him on. All this, we want 40 million. Say we don't get 20, 25 million, 30 million from him and keep it stepping, pay him off with a difference in terms of wages and keep it stepping. We just complicate simple matters. I don't know why.
I think the Nico Williams one will have maybe hopefully given us a little bit of life, but obviously it depends on whether they want Luis Diaz. But again, Luis Diaz will cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? If that does materialize. But I think for me, when I look at it and I deep it, bro, people, it's like there has to be people willing to come in. I think the wages are a big stumbling block, bro. But a lot of these guys, Sancho's the same as well. They don't want to give up their wages, bro. They don't want to give up their wages. That is a big, big issue. Barcelona will definitely not pay them wages. So are they willing to take and negotiate a pay cut?
Yeah, they don't have to. No, in regards to it, I get that side of things. If I'm Rashford or Sancho, even though I want to move, I'm not giving up my money. I'm not giving up that amount of money. You must be crazy.
The thing is, though, there's got to be a kind of almost like a
no. How about as you we are signed a contract? How about you just pay me? How about you just pay me the difference? Because the money's there. Pay me.
It's like basically put it like this, Saeed. It's like a workplace can't give you a contract, then all of a sudden actually say, you know what, we made a mistake. Can we take this back? It's not happening.
So of course.
I don't care what the position is in. I dislike Sancho and all of these guys because of their situation, but at the same time, I can't blame them for staying on the wages they had. United decided to put them on the wages. I didn't tell you to give me 350k a week. Do you get what I'm saying? So I hear it. Again, with that being said, United have got to find a solution. I don't care what it is. Get paid. Pay them off. I don't care. Take a loss in the transfer fee. You want 40 million now? We take 20 million. Whatever it is. These players are in here for far too long. And just get it over with. I don't care the tit for tats. I don't know. I don't care about the situation. All I know is right now is these man want to be gone. United want them gone, but yet they're still here.
Yeah.
How does that work?
And that's it. That's where it stems from with me in regards to it. I am not giving up. Let's say it's 100k less that Barcelona are offering him. I'm not taking 400k less over a month because you don't want me no more. Pay me my money. Even I trust me, very few people will be the sport over the money side of things. Fairs. I am not passing up 400k a week. 400k over a month because you don't want me anymore. And you have the money there. So like United deal, the money's there. You can pay me off.
And the money is there. That's what
even
I'm saying.
If you have to, like Shell's mentioned, take it out of the transfer. Even if it's that, you'll get X amount because let's say hypothetically it's 50k difference that they're offering it. All right, well here's that over the year, pay him off. It's like you don't want to get rid of these lot. It's not even your loss because it is your loss, but it's not your loss in a way because you didn't put them on that money. You're not rectifying. This ain't your mistake. You're actually trying to clean up a mess before you, which I'd understand. But again, people are like, they should take a loss. All right, you take 10 million less a year. No one to come on, man. What are you doing on 9 million or 5 million? 5 million a year less, I'm taking. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
No. Imagine someone walked into your job and was like, yeah, you're going to take, let's say, I don't know, you're on, 100 grand over a year. Yeah, you're going to take 20k less this year. Excuse me?
Broski. But it's not only just him, though. It's Garnacho.
We just priced it because Garnacho's is not on big wages.
Yeah, he's on a cheap, bro. Still trying to find what he's worth and what he's not worth and where he's
worth whatever we get for him. If we get 30 million for Garnacho, it's phenomenal. I know you disagree. I think that's a great deal for him.
It's got to a point now where I think for me, 40 million would be one of them where just go with that.
Fantastic.
40
million would be a dream move.
He's looking for a Premier League move, you know. This is what I don't get about Garnacho. For me, it's like a Premier League move. Where does he think he's going in the Premier League? I still want to know where he thinks he's going in the Premier League, you know. Because I'm looking at every team, and I'm like, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Where does he think he's going in the Premier League? Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, now, real talk, though, like, I get it, if it was a case of like, yo, They need a left winger. It's there, right there, cool. But I generally don't see these clubs buying him. People are saying Aston Villa. Aston Villa don't play with wingers, bro. They don't. They play with two narrow 10s, bro.
Yeah.
They don't play with wingers.
They have been linked to him, but it's like the teams are not waiting around. So the options where you can go is dwindling. Like Napoli, I think did Napoli not sign a winger? Chelsea obviously signed Bano Gittins, and they were two possible destinations for him.
Yeah, that Chelsea was there. Yeah, Chelsea was the one.
If these 5 players go, and if we get 100 million or north of that, is phenomenal. If we get 25 million on average for these 5 players, I'm all for it. That's still great business.
That's the problem as well. The attitude tag is a problem as well. Like,
that's
you know what I mean? Like,
I've been saying this,
you know,
era or dirty laundry all the time, and then all of a sudden these players become unsellable. All of a sudden they got bad attitudes and that. How about you just keep stuff in house? We're so chatty patty, bro. Like everyone needs to know what's going on in our ends. It's crazy.
Forest.
I don't understand it. It doesn't happen at any other club. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just consistent with United. Every single thing, there's a drama here, drama here, drama here. I want to hear about the drama when they're gone. I don't want to hear about while they're here. It don't make sense.
Yeah. Bro. West Ham have money problems. I think Nottingham Forest would be a shout, man.
I don't see Garnacho going to these players. That's what I'm saying. You're looking at.
He needs to humble himself, bro. He needs to humble himself because Norwich isn't probably still his level. But you know what? You're gonna have to play there, bro. Now, real talk, man. They're gonna have to humble themselves, bro. You ain't gonna get a top club right now. You ain't. You're gonna have to get yourself on the map here, and then let's see if a big club comes in for you when you have like a good season or two. Because he is still 21. Yeah, he's just turned 21. If he stays there for 2 years. By the time he's 23, he could potentially go to a bigger club than Forest, whether that's abroad or whether that's in Europe. Maybe that could happen. But that has to happen first when he has a body of work, consistent performances, week in, week out, puts in the numbers, puts in the performances to do with it, and then has a positive attitude on the pitch, off the pitch. If he does that, then he's more than good. He is more than good. But it has to be
all this sorry to cut you off, this dictating talk about I prefer a Premier League club, all well and good. But if a Premier League club don't come in for you and it's clubs abroad, you're going abroad. Again, we have to take back the power. It comes back to what I was just saying before. Hey, we're the employer. You are the employee. How are you telling us where you are going? Yes, you can have your input and we can negotiate this, but if no Premier League club comes in for you, we are selling you here. And then guess what? If you don't want to go there, you sit out. That's what you do. You're not playing here. You're not going to be a part of the squad. You go sit out a World Cup year. Guaranteed he makes the move. Guaranteed he make. Let's say no Premier League clubs are in for him in a hypothetical sense, and it's Spain, Italy, one of the top European leagues. He's like, I don't want to go. All right, sit at home then. You sit out a year and miss out on the World Cup. He's going. He's negotiating and he's going to Italy, Spain, etc. Have to be ruthless. And if people are like, oh, United are being mean and disrespecting, so what, man? He's been disrespectful with his performances. How about that?
Yeah.
He's been disrespectful with his comments after the Europa League final. How about that? Let's talk about what we doing here. Having players, terrible players as well who have performed poorly, dictate to us.
It dictates to us, yeah. That's the crazy party, man. Dictate to us, bro. And like I said, players that we are willing to ship out, bro, are clinging on for dear life, bro. Rasmus Højlund, Onana. Yeah, I mean, man saw Onana. You see Onana on the boat and that, like holding on for dear life. I don't know if it was actually AI or whatever, but man is on the boat and like struggling to hold on for dear life. And I'm like, what the flip am I watching here, bro? It's crazy, bro. You know what was there? So I just think for me, them sort of stuff there, a keeper should have been paramount. You know what it is here? Why have we been led to believe like a keeper isn't a paramount position this summer? You know, like why is it like it's crazy? You know, like the keeper should have been a big priority. You know,
because we've
almost dismissed it. You know how bad it is to see that Onana could be starting next year. That's crazy, you know.
It's not really that bad now because that's what we've been seeing. It's like we know my man's staying. If any other serious club, they would have just said, "Yo, you're not coming back in preseason. We want to get you gone." I seen Pep replace Bravo straight away after one season. United are giving Onana 2 seasons. But for what? For what? How many mistakes is it gonna take to next season for them to go and try to rectify it again? So we're gonna go. All current goalkeepers are buying their Onana, bro. and we don't need a goalkeeper. So this is what I'm saying. All of this stuff about Ineos, yeah. All of this stuff about
this is the way
his high top now is doing my head in. The fact that he's still got a high top, bro.
This is the level of keeping we're gonna get next year. The rocky boat, you know what I mean? Like up and down keeping, bro. I'm telling you now, bro. That sums up his level of keeping abilities, bro. You know the ones there, bro. So bro. I think for me, that one there, I can't lie to you. It's kind of almost like we've let it slide, you know, like really and truly, bro. We've let that one slide badly. I can't even lie to you, man. Them like keeping Onana, bro, is a big L, you know. Like people will say, "Oh yeah, but we can do whatever up front." Yeah, but imagine Cunha, them man scoring, and then Onana just pissing about in the back, just thinking, "Yo, let me just let this one in. Let me do this. Let me do whatever." Like, bro, it's mad, you know, bro. And the manager clearly don't rate him in it, but it's almost as if like, has he got much of a say? You know what I mean? And how has he got much?
The report said the manager likes him. That they share a warm working relationship. That's what report said with Amorim and Onana.
Bayendi's even worse as well. Bayendi's even worse as well. You know, Bayendi. I don't even rate that manager as well.
Serious. Like how can you look at Onana and go, yeah, we are going to continue with this next season? He's been here 2 years and has been awful both years. What makes you think third year, it's going to click into gear? But again, incompetence. Again, the manager rates him. He stated that the manager, again, like I've just mentioned there, warm working relationship. Never dropped him either. Yeah, buying there is terrible, but again, attempt new things, putting a youth goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I'm saying this was last season. Now you have Amber. We're seeing it now, who this manager rates and who he don't rate. Because there's been no talks of goalkeeper, keeping Bruno. He likes these players.
Yeah. Super chat here from Tayfun says, I think you're in for a rude awakening when Arsenal come round. Every record you've held has been getting dismantled year in, year out. This game can easily get silly. Remember this message during the game. Listen, bro, like I said, the stats, when you lot were better than us or whenever you lot were on the hype, you didn't beat us, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you know, let's see, bro. But right now, I think for me, United cannot lose that game, bro. It's a must that we start off with a W. You feel me? That we do start off with a W. Taking the piece as a player that's not getting linked with leaving, but we need to move on quickly. Sure, Tidus, brother. That guy gets away with it all the time, bro. Like that guy there, bro. He's just at the minute right now. Like big up to Shells, by the way. But that guy at the minute, he's just there, isn't it, bro? What can you do with Shaw? Yeah, Shaw's just there, bro. Like he's part of the furniture now, bro.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know what we do with him.
They don't want to get rid of Shaw, man. Otherwise, they would aim to move him on. Again, man. I keep saying this, man. Unserious, man. We are deeply, word to my guy, Lam, we are a deeply unserious institution, man. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Like, if we know United what they are, they love a bit of a PR boost and a bit of a hype, yeah. They would announce or they would agree that deal tomorrow with Mbumo before pre-season. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oi, pre-season's back. We've got Cunha and Mbumo, and Mbumo's been agreed. That would be what they should be doing. If they were setting us up there, saying, "Yo, the family's gonna be mad come Monday morning, yeah, about the lack of signings, yeah," they would drop that bomber tomorrow before the training and say, "Yo, this is what's happened," and Mbumo, done deal, wherever. That's what it would be. But if we hear there's nothing on Monday, and there's no silence coming through, there's nothing coming through, then it's gonna be a mad, bro. It's gonna be a mad, bro. Man like Amorim is going into training with these scrubs, bro. Are you kidding me? A real talk though. And then we're gonna see some training videos by these ITKs and that, and these tacticos and that, bro. Oh, look at this, man. Amorim's got some new training drills. Oh, Amorim, look at this. Like, get out of here, bro. I'm done with this, bro. I'm done, bro.
That's exactly what we're gonna see. But they still have the silver lining is they do have time to turn it around. It's not all done yet.
It's not all done yet, but the thing is,
it looks bleak
on their side.
Yeah. It looks bleak. Don't get it misunderstood. I'm just saying that's the only thing that is there. It's the 6th of July and not the 6th of August.
Yes. But how fast can a month come though?
Oh yeah, a month like that, fam. Hey, you preaching to the choir. We singing from the same.
We barely
hymn
finished this Club World Cup.
We are singing from. I don't trust them to do it. I'm just saying that's the only thing they have in their favor. That's the only reason I believe there's not more crash outs.
Yes,
that's it. Yeah, because they've been this way, man. And now if we have a terrible window, which is very possible, people are gonna be like, hey, you know what? Ineos saying all that, you know.
Yeah,
we would have thought.
I don't know. Let me know, guys. Like I said to you, man, let me know what predictions you see, because I can't lie to you. Richard Rios was one of them. I thought we'd buy a keeper. Even that Savage keeper, apparently Leeds are going to get him. You know what I mean? Martinez, I don't want. But again, it might be a possibility. You know, like, let me know if there's any late predictions from anyone, bro. But or what you think could happen, bro. Because like I said to you, Douglas Luiz is someone that I didn't really want at the start of the window. But it's got to that point now where I'm like, yo, just go and get Douglas Luiz. It's an option. He's someone that is a competent enough midfielder that has done it in the Premier League before. So you know what, go and get him. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Watkins, I don't really want Watkins, but you know what? It's got to that point now where, you know what? Bring me a Watkins. I swear down, bro. It's got to that point now where, yo, like, Rios, let's hope that maybe Inter Milan don't go in for him. But again, yeah, it's not looking bad right now. It isn't, because that's not down to me per se. It's down to the football club not acting accordingly. But Watkins, yeah, just go and get them. But I'm saying to you, go and get a list that I don't think for you is that hard to go and get. Like, I've literally told you to go and get milk and bread. You know what I mean? But I haven't told you go and get this ravioli and this, that, the other. And you know what I mean, bro? Some like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Mane said, hey, go get some almond milk.
I said, go get cheese, milk, bread. That's the basics.
Regular blue cup milk.
But let's see, like I said to you, new week, new opportunities. We'll find out whether this football club is serious or not. We'll find out. But Flawless, big up to you. Have we hit 1,000 likes, guys? 825 people. Guys, hit the like button, man. We can get 1,000 likes right now, people. There's literally 75 likes left. If you don't know where the like button is again, I will literally illustrate to you right here. It's right there, people. Just hit the like button and get it to 1,000 likes. And we're going to find it. This time next week, Flawless, we hope Mbumo's announced. We hope.
We do hope. Yes.
Because then, next Sunday, guess what next Sunday will be? It will be the 13th of July.
Matting. Approaching the middle of the month.
13th of July. Then the following week after that, we play Leeds. So we really got 2 weeks until the first preseason game. So we're going to find out. You probably said that last week. I know I did. That's what I'm saying. I know I did. But I've been told, yo, listen, guys, it's too early. But yeah, Flawless, man. We're going to be redirected to Flawless. What have you got coming up, broski?
Before we get to all that, big up for having me on, Saeed. I appreciate it every single week. Thank you, man. Appreciate you having me on your platform, or the support you show, man, as well. Run up the likes, though. For I state what I state, run up the likes right here, people. Whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back after. What I've got coming up, we're redirecting to the United Arsenal show. I'm there with my guy TJ Warren, there with my guy Don C, talking more things Arsenal, because they're kind of, you know, happy about Gyökeres, unhappy about Madueke. Obviously discussing more Manchester United. And then following that, the Premier League podcast, Yardman Edition. So I'll be there with my guys, Lex Kaneki and Javon as well, talking all things, the transfer news, Club World Cup news. Well, Club World Cup talk as well, people. So that will follow that. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sarcasm City TV. Follow the playback, Sarcasm City TV, and follow my new Twitter as well, people. My old Twitter got shut down, so new Twitter. Yes, it's Flawless on Twitter. So please, if you were following my last Twitter, follow this one, people. Yes, it's Flawless on Twitter, same as the Instagram as well. And big up every time.
Big up, man. Come on, bro. Come on. We outside, bro. You know what was there.
Yes, we are
in the building, man. We in the building, people. So make
we
sure
outside and in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
both. Sometimes outside, sometimes in the building. Yes.
Exactly, people. So yeah, man. Hit the like button, like I said, on the way. I'll be back tomorrow, midday live with the gang. You already know. And obviously, Straight Jacket podcast tomorrow as well. But yeah, man, go ahead over to Sarcasm City TV. And I'll see you lot over there in the chat, people. Take care. Peace.